What now?
Hello and welcome back to Dying Light 2. You might be thinking, is this going to be another video of a armor or like a specific gear? Well, not entirely. Yet. But today I'm going to be talking about the big update that's going to be talking about, and I'm going to be talking about one specific thing from that update. And that is guns.
¿Quieres?
Should guns be added in Dying Light 2? It's a really difficult question to answer because it's not a simple yes or no. Well, other people might think that way, but for me, it is a topic that I don't really know how to give out a really proper answer. Now, I am someone that loves to read a game's lore. I don't read books. I am a fucking dumbass for that. No, sir, I am impatient for that. But when it comes to video game lore, I am fucking hungry for it. I am literally a bird waiting for its mother to come back and feed me. That's literally what the fuck I am. So, in the lore of Dying Light 2, for some of you that don't know, I forgot the general's name, or like what the fuck happened, because it's been so long since I read the Dying Light 2's lore, but trust me when I say this, go watch this guy's video. He explains the Dying Light 2 lore extremely effectively, and he explains everything in detail in a much more better way than I did. And so, okay, so basically, sorry, I'm back. So basically, to justify it, I just remember the guy's name. General Pratt essentially was a soldier that was with the Butcher, aka Colonel Williams. And when the virus outbreak eventually got intense, he had to sort of confiscate every civilian weapons because they've been slowly running out of ammo in the city of Villador. And so they decided to go to every house, every hotel, every apartment to confiscate any sort of weapons or ammunition in order to fight off against the zombies, because the zombies have been existing for 15 years, basically. Holy shit, what the fuck? Anyway, the army has eventually ran out of ammo because of this 15-year long battle, although I could be wrong about that. And so General Pat decided to sort of confiscate the weapons, but there were many civilians that were like against this idea and started a protest. And there were a certain amount of guards decided to kill at least 64 people under the order of Colonel Williams. 64 civilians has been killed because of the protest, and the March Massacre name has been occurred. And ever since then, General Pratt has decided to grab the remaining weapons on Villador and decided to hide them somewhere. Nobody really knows where it is exactly. Not even Aiden himself really knows. Basically, nobody really knows what he did with the weapons, so we don't really know if it's even gonna come out, or if there's gonna be like a specific quest line to find these guns. And now, I understand a lot of people really want guns to sort of be back in Dying Light 2, but I will counter-argue and say that we don't really need guns in DL2, and I will say why.
Go to hell!
You see, I'm going off mainly lore. It's like, here's the thing, if we have guns that are like made out of scrap, you know, like a pistol, like a shotgun that is made completely out of scrap, and the bullets are just like spikes and shit, I can understand that. But having like actual modern guns, like an AK, a FAMAS, or a Galil, etc., Glocks and 1911s and whatnot, it wouldn't really make sense. In a 15-year battle against the zombies and then General Pratt hiding these guns, wouldn't it really, like, wouldn't the guns like essentially get like rusty and be less functional? Of course, you might think that, oh, there might be a few gunsmiths left in the world, but like, do we really have the material to sort of bring these guns back? But let's leave the lore behind. Let's talk about like actual gameplay. What about in the first game? What about Dying Light? I haven't played Dying Light in about a year because I got really bored after 1,000 hours on it, but trust me when I say this, they were not exactly as effective as many people say.
What?
Of course, the reason I'm saying this, and I know some of you are gonna come out your chin and say like, the guns were overpowered because you can kill zombies in distance. They are not powerful, because I play on Nightmare difficulty. I am someone that plays Dying Light in the hardest difficulty in the game. There were even certain times where I didn't even use any skills. There were even certain times where I didn't even use any sort of glitches whatsoever, and etc. But trust me when I say this, even with the legend level upgrading on the weapons, they are not powerful. An assault rifle, and I'm talking a normal assault rifle, not like one of those modded ones that deal like 20,000 damage with one bullet and have like electricity effect. I am mainly talking about like basic guns you can find or buy. They are not powerful. And trust me when I say this, I've shot a fucking biter in the face with a police assault rifle, the DMR that does more damage than the military, in the head for 10 times, and he still haven't died. The same thing applies to the pistols, the shotguns, and of course some of you have been saying, well, the Last Wish exists, and that's a special weapon. It has a special effect, but I'm mainly talking about guns that shoot physical, like basic bullets, not like incendiary rounds or fucking explosive rounds. I'm mainly talking about basic ammunition. And realistically, that wouldn't really fucking make any sense. How is a 5.56 incapable of literally killing a zombie in the fucking head? Like, come on. That should literally cause a severe damage in the brain. Even if they don't have a functioning one, it should come to the point where it should kill them. But of course, on like easy or normal difficulty, these like the guns are like extremely effective because of, well, the enemies are like fucking weak as shit. One gust of wind is enough to literally kill a whole horde. But back to the topic. Do we really need guns in Dying Light 2? No, we don't. But because they're adding it, I don't really have any choice but to just shut up and fucking take it. Don't get me wrong, I'm okay with guns being added, but it's kind of like how they approach it. If they make the guns look like they're made out of scrap and they look like shit, okay, I can understand. But if they're fucking pristine, like they're clean as shit and they don't have any rust on them, then that's gonna shiver me timbers. That's gonna grind my gears to the point where I will literally fly to Poland and file a complaint. Anyway, oh, my psychosis. Oh, I'm getting psychotic even more. Fucking hell. But anyway, back to the topic. We don't really need guns in Dying Light 2, even though that sounds like the most absurd shit someone would not want to hear. But we already have a few weapons that are like fucking overpowered. The bow is already overpowered. The fucking crossbow is already overpowered. Even the boomstick is solid. Yes, I used the boomstick because I have too much scrap metal on my fucking inventory. And I don't want to flex, but I keep constantly have like 9,999 fucking scrap metal, and I don't know where to waste it, so I just craft a boomstick. And you might be thinking, they're not effective. Well, they're not meant to be used as a main weapon, they're mainly used as a tool. The purpose of the boomstick is against human enemies. They completely ignore the blocking mechanic, and they will launch them the fuck back. And it will deal some solid amount of damage. So it is not a weapon that is used to kill, but rather as a tool. It is mainly used to like push back enemies. And I know people are gonna say, well, the Doom shotgun Easter egg exists, and to that I say, it's a bug. It is not meant to be a thing. You're not meant to fucking use it around Villador, but hey, I'm coping like a bitch, but hey. But the point I'm trying to really say is we don't really need these guns lore-wise and gameplay-wise. Don't get me wrong, I understand why people really want guns, but do you really use guns a lot in the first game? Like, be honest. Do you even use guns? Like, I never really use guns that much unless I'm playing against the Night Hunter, but I don't really use guns. I don't. I just only use fucking knives, machetes, and hammers and whatnot. That's it. The only time I'll really use a gun is if I'm going on prison heist. That's it. That's literally it. But there's really not much else to say besides it's like we don't really need guns. Of course, it's too late to really, you know, counter or like stop them from adding it because it's already coming. But like, I'm really hoping that they sort of make it so where the guns are not exactly as common as the first game, and make it so where you have to actually work for it and shit. And that's pretty much it. I'm just really hoping that they make the guns and the ammunition you need to find for it to be really hard to find and really rare. Because in the first game, they were fucking everywhere. No, no, don't lie to me. Look at me straight in the face. Those fuckers are everywhere. Those shit are even profitable. If you're fighting against Rise's men that have guns, you pick those fuckers up and you sell them. They literally give you so much money, you could literally buy anything. They're literally everywhere. Like, there's no point of struggle. There's no point of like trying to get the best one, because 90% of them are just same shit but have like different colors and whatnot. Of course, DLC weapons exist. I know, yada yada, but I'm mainly talking about vanilla game without any DLC. And yeah, in my opinion, I don't really think guns should be a thing in Dying Light 2, but hey, it's kind of too late to sort of turn back and stop it, but hey, whatever. But am I gonna be using guns? Obviously, yes. I love fucking shooting an innocent innocent woman on the rooftop that is just minding her own fucking business. Oh, Jesus, how fucking cruel I am. Oh, Jesus. I just realized my psychopathic tendencies are getting worse. Anyway, I'm getting out of topic. So, to finally summarize it and explain it shortly, I don't think guns should have been a thing in Dying Light 2. But we're gonna have to wait and see how they handle it. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say besides that's it. Hope you have a really great fucking day. And in my next episode, well, not exactly episode, but in my next video, I am going to be talking about a mechanic that I feel like should be a thing in Dying Light 2. Basically, my own little gameplay mechanic that I think should be added into the game. And that's it. Hope you have a good day. Bye bye.